the Jays need to go on a big, like, they need to push the front office to win. So, like, they're coming home, and it's awesome, and I can't wait that they're actually back in Toronto in July. God knows if we'll ever be able to get tickets. I might have to mortgage my future, which I will actually do, to go see this. I don't care how. I haven't been able to watch any ball games at the Dome for what's about to, like, what might be the second summer of my life, like, ever. Like, when I was, like, little, I was taken to ball games at the Dome at all points of my life, I'm pretty sure, from the time
What was the last game we went to? Didn't we all go together?
That was August 2019 against Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I might have gone in September. I definitely went in September.
I remember that now, yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's been so long that we have to go there. But in terms of the on-the-field stuff, and we'll dig more into that. I don't know if you guys want to get into more, just like how great it is that they're actually coming back here. We can definitely do that. But in terms of the on-the-field stuff, they need to basically sweep this. Like, they've already won the series. Great. Sweep the series. Go beat you have to win the series against the Red Sox, and then you have to beat the hell out of the Mets, who aren't going to have DeGrom, who's now on the IL, and don't have Lindor. Like, they need to push the front office to make big moves. They need to continue winning and, really push their way to that second wild card. So the front office basically has to look around and be like, okay, we have the opportunity here. We have to make this play. I don't know what you guys think, but that's kind
absolutely, yeah.
That's big this week.
If the Red Sox are going to get exposed this season, I'm going to say we're going to be the ones that have to do it. This next 2 weeks with them, if they beat us, if they win more games than we win against them, I think that there's too far away. We can't catch the Red Sox this season. If we can take both series against the Red Sox, beat the Mets, maybe hold off this game here, you're right in that AL East race. You might be 5 games back, 4 games back, and this is a whole different conversation. So it's the most important stretch, and we've emphasized it a lot, and hopefully they get it done because it'll make the front office really excited to make moves.
I've said all season the Red Sox starting pitching is a fraud, and you're not going to face Nathan Eovaldi, according to Pat Tabler, if his math is right here on the starts. But I do believe Eovaldi pitched last night in the rain, because I think that was last night where, like, he hit a couple of Yankees, but it was raining. He did pitch in that awful, like, ridiculous game last night, which, as much as, like, I hate both those teams, but the fact the Yankees won actually helped. But Eovaldi shouldn't be pitching in this series, which is kind of huge since he's the only guy that you can really count on.
I'm looking at it now. We got Nick Pivetta, Ross Stripling. Tomorrow's the 19th, right?
Yeah.
So then that's the first game. And I just exit the screen, so not good. And then the
so then you're going to have Manoah.
Garrett Richards and Manoah. And then you got nothing announced for the next
Robbie Ray then it'll be probably Robbie Ray and Eovaldi. Pat Tabler's math and ability to count I should not have relied on. It's a terrible, terrible decision, people. I'm sorry, unless there's an off day in there for the Red Sox. Like, they have a different, depending on, like, how their schedule works. Like, if they were off today and didn't have anyone, I don't know. Who knows how the hell it's going to go? I shouldn't have trusted Pat Tabler's word on who was going to go and that they were going to miss Nate Eovaldi, because they're probably going to face him in that last game. Because it'll be Robbie Ray would be my guess.
That Seattle series was pretty big, how we lost those games to them, because now we're right behind them in the wild card race. So.
Exactly.
I'm not nervous about them, but they're still hanging around, and it's a little.
I can't see them sticking around long term. Like, I think the reason they're kind of sticking around at this moment is they called up Logan Gilbert, and he looks real. I don't know how much more help they're really going to get, though.
Do we know what their schedule? They got a lot of Astros games coming up, a lot of Athletics.
Think about who's in that division. The only team that they can beat up on is the Rangers.
They got 4 against Oakland, 22nd through 25th, and then Houston right after that, all at home. So that's a pretty big stretch.
Yeah. And then again, the Angels are also in that. When Brandon Marsh came up today, the Angels are clearly really, you know what I mean? They're pulling out all the stops, trying to be in it so that when Mike Trout comes back, this team can do something.
And I just checked today because I had to make a few bets about the NFL futures, and I saw the Jays. We now have better World Series odds than the Yankees. We're 20-1. They're 22-1.
Love it.
Which I know what you say about the Yankees stink. People still want to bet the Yankees, and the fact that we're getting a little bit of respect from Vegas is pretty good to see. But as far as the wild card, like, Cleveland doesn't concern me.
Nope.
The Angels, I think I'm
The
more concerned with the Angels than Cleveland.
The Angels, because they're gonna get Mike Trout back, and like their front office will make moves. Their ownership group is aggressive. They will spend money. They do that kind of thing. So that's why you have to worry about the Angels, because they like who knows what they have to trade, but they'll be out there and they'll be active. So
Rendon too, who's missed pretty much.
He's coming back, right? And if he ever, who knows? This could be one of those seasons. It's the last season because he's been false started so many times. But if you get Anthony Rendon playing anything near Anthony Rendon level, like even 75% of Anthony Rendon is an all-star.
Yeah.
Right? Like he is that type of next level player. If you get him back, you get Trout back. If you can catch lightning in a bottle with Brandon Marsh, they're the team, right? They're the team I'm worried about.
And at the time when Trout got hurt, I think the conversation was like flattening him for MVP before he got hurt. So, obviously Trout's an amazing player, but he was playing well this season before he got hurt. So
exactly. He's still phenomenal. So
yeah,
that would be my worry, right? And obviously the division opponents, because they're going to go to NAD. You know that's going to happen. So
yeah.
Yankees are in a weird spot though, with like how aggressive are they going to be? Where do they view this team as right now? It just seems like they keep getting stuck in mud here.
The Red Sox are going to add. I have no idea what the Yankees are going to do.
They got those COVID issues, right?
Yeah, like that should probably, to be fully honest, that should probably be your sign. That should be the sign to sell. I don't know if the Yankees are going to do it because they're the Yankees. They rarely do it. It would be some really interesting voodoo if the Jays happen to go on a run in the second season in my lifetime that the Yankees decide to sell at the trade deadline. I don't know. That would be some weird voodoo.
What are they selling though?
That's a great question.
Because everyone's either making a ton of money or it's a guy like Glaber who they're just not going to trade.
Selling low on. Yeah, like you're right. It would be hard for them to even sell things. I guess a bullpen arm.
Yeah, even then, their bullpen hasn't been so great this year.
And they're actually, you're right.
Kluber's still hurt.
The more I think about it, you don't even
September.
You don't really have anyone you can. They're in a weird spot because all of their trades are more off-season trades. Like if you want to give up on Gary Sanchez,
they could
if
trade
you want to
the
trade
all-star
Frazier,
Ruben Odor.
That
guy
is
still
so bad. Yesterday,
they're lining up for him.
Their infield is hilariously bad right now. Like especially after the COVID issues, like they have nobody. It's DJ LeMahieu and a bunch of dudes where you're like, who? And that guy's still in the league, and what's going on? And then Tim LeCastro tears his ACL in left field. Like that, the Yankees are falling apart.
Yeah,
they are absolutely falling apart.
Yeah.